As I settled into my role as Princess Amelia within the palace walls, life continued with a sense of purpose and direction. The kingdom had stabilized, and I took pride in contributing to its well-being through my royal duties. Despite the acceptance and support I received from the people of the kingdom, there was always a lingering sense of unease. The memory of the imposter who had impersonated me still weighed heavily on my mind. I couldn't help but wonder about the fate of the real Princess Amelia, whose identity had been stolen for so long. One day, while I was attending a diplomatic meeting with the kingdom's neighbouring allies, a messenger arrived with urgent news. He carried a letter sealed with the royal crest, and my heart quickened as I read its contents. The letter was from a remote village named Ezenwell on the outskirts of the kingdom, where rumours had surfaced about a young woman who claimed to be Princess Amelia. The villagers were convinced of her authenticity, and they implored the palace to investigate. I knew I had to act swiftly. With Marjorie and Samuel by my side, I embarked on a journey to the remote village, determined to uncover the truth about the missing Princess Amelia. Ezenwell was nestled in a secluded valley, far from the bustling capital. It was a place where time seemed to move slowly, and the villagers lived simple, contented lives. As we arrived, we were met with curious but welcoming faces. The young woman who had claimed to be Princess Amelia was named Lila. She had been living in Ezenwell for a decent time, and her presence had become a source of fascination and hope for the villagers. They believed that she was the long-lost princess, and she had become an integral part of their community. Lila's story was a bewildering tale in itself. She had no memory of her life before arriving in Ezenwell, but she bore a striking resemblance to the real Princess Amelia. The villagers had taken her in and cared for her, and she had embraced her role as a beloved member of their community. As I spoke with Lila and observed her interactions with the villagers, I couldn't deny the uncanny resemblance she bore to me. Her mannerisms and speech echoed my own, and it was clear that she had been raised with a sense of royalty. But as I delved deeper into her story, I began to uncover inconsistencies and gaps in her memory. She could not recall the palace or her life before arriving in Ezenwell, and her recollections were fragmented and unclear. With Marjorie and Samuel's assistance, we conducted a thorough investigation, examining every detail of Lila's past and comparing it to the missing Princess Amelia's history. The truth, when it emerged, was a startling revelation. Lila was not the real Princess Amelia. Instead, she was a young woman who had suffered a traumatic experience, leading to amnesia and a sense of displacement. The villagers, driven by their desire to find their missing princess, had created a narrative around her. As I revealed the truth to Lila and the villagers, there was a mixture of disappointment and relief. Lila had found a new home and a sense of belonging in Ezenwell, and the villagers had hoped for a reunion with their missing princess. While the truth was a bitter pill to swallow, it also brought closure to a long-standing mystery. Returning to the palace, I couldn't help but reflect on the bewildering journey that had led me here. My life had been filled with unexpected twists and turns, from impersonating a princess to discovering the missing Princess Amelia. As I resumed my royal duties, I carried with me the lessons of authenticity, integrity, and the importance of genuine connections. The kingdom had weathered many storms, and I was determined to lead with compassion and a steadfast commitment to the well-being of its people. The missing Princess Amelia had been found, and I would ensure that her true return would be marked by a reign of sincerity and a dedication to the kingdom's prosperity. The bewildering daily matters of court life continued, but my resolve remained unwavering as I embraced my role with a sense of purpose and authenticity.